Welcome everyone. The next round has been just ended in a draw. So I will go with the question right away as usually, and then I will give the floor to the press. My first question would be to Jan. What is your immediate feelings after the round?
Well, I think we got a well-known position. I think a lot of games was played in this Carlsbad structure, so it's, I guess maybe I played like in some suboptimal way because, yeah, somehow maybe there was a moment when I could like get this knowledge, but yeah, I guess after bishop b5 takes, when I took on d7, knight d7 is quite a move, and I felt like suddenly I should be accurate, like should be precise, not to, yeah, I mean, surely I'm not like too happy, obviously, yeah. But yeah, I think a close game.
Thank you. To Ding, the same question. What is your immediate feelings after the round?
Well, it's an interesting battle, but I was not so happy about the results. Since after knight d7, I guess to miss by Yan, I would at least not worse, and I would playing for a win at some point. Yeah, but I couldn't find a way to break through.
Okay, and the draw to repeat the position was decent result for you after all?
Yeah, in the instead of knight c7, I also considered d4, but it was too risky if we take on d4 with the pawn. So I think in the end, the draw is a pretty decent result for both of us.
And about the first move choice, Jan, were you surprised that the honorary guest, the astronaut, actually guessed your move? Because he was first trying to play e4, then he changed to d4.
I mean, there's always like 50-50, yeah. So either he guesses or not.
And what about your first move choice?
Yeah, it was d4.
Okay. And to Ding, the question about the first move as well. Were you surprised to see this move? Did you expect it?
I didn't expect it, especially for this game. Yeah, it's a move that, although he played it recently, but it was not his main weapon. So it came as a total surprise this time.
Right. All right. I think it's time to give the floor to the press. Please feel free to ask the questions. Once again, I would like to remind the journalists who wants to give the question in Russian, we can translate that. Please, Mike, go first.
Mike Klein with Chess.com. My question is for Grandmaster Ding Liren. You looked more confident today, and you stayed at the board a lot more. Was that something you knew to do before you were going into the game? Did you tell yourself you were going to stay at the board more?
Yeah, I would like to thanks to my friends, the chairman. They helped me to deal with my some emotional problem. So now I feel more comfortable at this stage.
Sorry, could you clarify? Your friends helped you with your emotional problems? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Здравствуйте. Вопрос Ян Непомнящему. Телезрители спрашивают, как вы провели свой выходной день. И второй вопрос. Кого вы считаете из казахстанских шахматистов перспективным и сильнейшим?
Just a second, we need to translate to English.
So the first question to Jan Nepomniachtchi is, how did you spend your day off?
Ну, довольно обычно, то есть отдыхал, готовился, еще отдыхал, еще готовился, да, то есть гулял. Вот. Ну, на самом деле, ничего особенного в выходные дни не происходит.
Nothing special. I was just walking around and making some preparations for tomorrow. So usually for the days off, you don't have something special. And the second question to Jan also was, whom of Kazakhstan chess players does he find the most perspective and the most talented ones?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Хорошее добавление, да? Ну, за все время судить, наверное, не возьмусь, но сейчас, насколько я понимаю, Ринат Джумабаев является лидером. Вот, но его еще помню по детским турнирам, я с ним, по-моему, неоднократно играл, там, когда нам было там 10-11 лет.
I can't say about the chess players for all time, but I can also can mention Rinat Jumabayev, whom I remember for quite a long time, since we were 10 or 11 years old and we were playing together in kids' tournaments.
All right, thank you. Leoncha, please.
Leoncho Garcia from El País. I have a question for Ian. Looking from outside, it looked like you didn't get, the opening didn't go as you expected. You were following a game Giri Ding, but you couldn't improve Giri's play. Can you help us to understand what happened in the opening? Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. That was the game I could. Yeah, I thought that it was already such a game. Yes, so I checked it today, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Queen's Gambit. I mean, the client is a very, very solid opening. Yes, so you are not. I mean, you're not going to achieve much. And yeah, I mean, it's like, alas, it's most common case when both sides are, let's say, playing more or less reasonable moves, and then the position is like, I mean, it's hard to, to disrupt the equality.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Mike Lang with chess.com. My question is for both players. In the last couple of World Championship matches, a lot of players that have competed have had supercomputers back home, which they've used either before the match and during the match. Ding, I'll ask you first, and then Jan. Do you have any supercomputers back in China that you used for this match?
I don't know what you mean by supercomputer. It's how strong, how fast it can be called like a supercomputer. Of course, for us professional chess player, we have very, very strong computer, but I don't know which kind of computer can be called super.
Computer specially built for this match. You're using your regular computer, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty strong, but not as strong as you expected.
And Jan?
Yeah, I guess the same story. So, probably to make your opponent afraid, you should claim you have like a super computer. But I think in fact it's pretty. It's like pretty much all the same. Yeah, like everyone has some good engines, but I guess it's not something like above the sky.
Thank you. Do we have more questions? Okay.
Вопрос к Яну непомнящему. Ян, как у вас со сном здесь дела обстоят?
Question to Jan Nepomniachtchi. Jan, how do you sleep here?
Спасибо, пока не жалуюсь.
Thank you, nothing to complain of.
Thank you. Well, at this point, we all have this segment from Twitter. So we are bringing the questions from Twitter. And Jessie, please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jessie February. I have some questions from Twitter, one from Robin. This one is for Ding. Do you think your extended break from classical play has affected the quality of your chess or ability to concentrate and think well for long periods of time during this match?
Sorry, can you speak the...
Sure. Right, do you think that your long break from classical chess has affected your way of concentrating during this match?
Oh, well, the COVID had passed some time ago, and it's not all the negative points. Also, there are some positive points during the COVID. It's hard to say since the tournament is still going on. So let's see what happens next.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There's one from Matteo, and it's only applicable to both players. How do you deal with and manage anxiety during a tournament or match?
Jan, let's go first with you.
It's usually quite poorly. Yeah. I mean, I think it's normal, yes. So if you don't feel anything, then something is wrong, yeah, with you. So I guess it's just part of the job.
Thank you. And Ding? Please repeat the question once more.
Sure. How do you deal with the anxiety of a tournament or match?
Anxiety.
How do you deal with anxiety during the match?
Anxiety. I'm getting better and better. You can see I spend more time on the stage than just hiding in the restroom.
Sure. Thank you. And I would ask this question right away. You said earlier that your friends helped you to have more positive energy. Can you share exactly how they helped you?
At some point, I thought I may have some problem with with my mind, but in the end, it's not so serious as I expected. He talks to me and even suggested if I need a doctor, but in the end, maybe it's not that serious. It's maybe can be concluded as pressure before the match.
Right. So you had mainly the chat with your friends. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we have the next question?
Yeah, I have one final question from Tarjay. In 2021, the match was played with 3 games and then a rest day. Now it's 2. What would you prefer?
A question for both. Yeah, Jan.
Yeah, I think back then I thought 3 games is too much. But yeah, because every time I think it was 2 games and then a rest day. But I guess some years ago, some classical matches, I think Karpov, Kasparov, they played 3 games per week, for instance, yeah. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yeah. So it was also not too busy schedule. So well, I mean both has pros and cons, but here we have a schedule. I think it's fine.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Do we have more questions from press? Maybe commentary team?
Yeah, one question from the commentary team for Ding. In the middle game, when you played bishop d7 instead of this move d4, were you thinking you were trying to play for more than equality with this move?
No, I also calculate d4, but he knight takes, rook d4, queen f2. Here bishop e6 might be a blunder, rook d1, rook a d8, and knight d2 lose the piece. So that's why I play bishop d7.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Please go ahead, Mike.
MikeLineChess.com. Ding, I never got a chance to follow up after round 1. Everybody wants to know what 80s music you're listening to with Richard Rapport. Can you name some bands, please? Surprisingly, this is actually what they're talking about, so.
I had to recall a little bit. The last one we listened together was Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Talking about the music, Jan, do you actually listen to music before the games at this tournament?
Yeah, normally I listen to something before each day, each game, not only here. But about my tastes in music, I mean, okay, it's quite various. Yeah, I can basically listen to whatever. It depends on the mood.
Do you change the playlist, or you have one song that's?
I don't even think I have a playlist.
Okay. Do we have more questions in the press? Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question to Dean. Do you feel comfortable with English, or maybe you need some translator? And second, for both players, what is your favorite movies? First for Dean, please. Yeah. Do you feel comfortable with English on press conference, or maybe you need some?
No, I don't need any translator. I feel very comfortable now. For the movies, sometimes it will change. So if I give you an answer now, and sometimes later, maybe the other movies I feel will be better. So it's very hard to select the one as my favorite movie.
And Jan?
Well, it's always like tough question. So let it be the reader.
Thank you. And also the question for Dean. If you walk around the city, do you feel sometimes like a local guy, or maybe someone take you like Kazakh citizen? Because I know that many Kazakh players, when they go to China, they consider it like Chinese.
Yeah, here the street and the buildings sometimes remind me of some northern cities of China, also some Russia cities. It's kind of the same style. Yeah, some old cities.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have more questions? I think we can just have last few questions from press. I guess I can ask one last question and we can just call it a day. The last question is about the early birthday gift to Ding. Mm-hmm. I've heard that you get the early birthday gift from the organizers. Can you please tell our audience what is the gift and if it's important to you?
It's a birthday gift?
Yes, the t-shirt.
No, it's not for my birthday. It's
early birthday.
There's nothing to do with my birthday, but yeah, they gave me with my name on it, a T-shirt with a football club with my name on it, and yeah, it's a gift from the hotel. Mm-hmm. It's how to say, it's a shirt for a football club.
Did it boost your energy with that?
There's my name and my birth date on it. Yeah.
So I guess it's a birthday T-shirt.
Yeah, it's a surprising gift. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So today we can conclude, and tomorrow another round will start at the 3 p.m. local time, of course. And yeah, have a nice evening, everyone.